was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. We had everything before us, we had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven, we were all going direct the other way. In short, the period was so far like the present period that some of its noisiest authorities insisted on its being received for good or for evil, in the superlative degree of comparison only.
Tale of Two Cities is a classic because it takes us to one of the most basic human questions of what's more important, ourselves or other people.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic novel because it's a Gossip Girl.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because it's a trying tale of true love and hard times and how they have to fight through it.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic because it tells a story about life, love, and hardships.
A Tale of Two Cities is a great book because it was a classic piece of literature when it showed the best of times and the worst of times, which I believe we can all relate to.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic novel, literary novel, because Charles Dickens is one of the greatest writers of all time. And he is so because he's so descriptive, he's so clear in how he conveys his ideas and his visual images that when you get done reading the book, you know what it's all about and where you are.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because people love, they lose, and there's lots of death.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because of the reason that I am famous for never saying, I don't know.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic novel because it shows you that the easy way is not always the right way. Sometimes doing what is right involves doing what's hard.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because Charles Dickens is a great author and everyone knows it.
Tale of Two Cities is a piece of classic literature because it talks about the importance of the French Revolution.
Hi! I think A Tale of Two Cities is a classic because a classic is a book that you want to read over and over again. And I'm hoping to get around to it sometime within the next 5 years. Thanks!
The Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because it shows the best of times and the worst of times.
Okay, A Tale of Two Cities is a classic novel because everybody reads it.
Tale of Two Cities was a classic just because it was, similar to Casablanca. You just think of it, it's just a classic right away. Yeah, that's it.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because even if you haven't read it or even heard of who wrote Charles Dickinson, who wrote it, you still know about it, and yeah, that's why.
It's a classic piece of literature because it teaches good values.
The Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because everyone knows about it and it teaches good lessons.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because many people read it at one point or another.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because Charles Dickens is a clear and descriptive writer. Also, all people know about him and can relate to his works. And A Tale of Two Cities is a classic novel that people constantly go back to.
Oh, nice, red light comes on. Classic Tale of Two Cities has the famous quote, forefathers of something or other. What was it again? It's two tales of two cities, and what is it again, Izzy? What is it? Friends, Romans, and countrymen. I'm so messed up right now. What is it again?
I don't even know where you're going with
famous
this.
quote, though. Famous quote, which unfortunately it eludes my ginormous brain at this moment, so I'm sorry. There you go.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because it is totally kick-ass.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic. Okay, I'll go.
See the paper? Oh.
Canon.
A Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because Charles Dickens is a clear and descriptive writer and all people know about him and can relate to his writing, and it's a novel. A Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because Charles Darwin is A Tale of Two Cities is a classic piece of literature because Charles Dickens is a
I feel like this might be a bad angle of me. You filming this right now? You turn it off.